Welcome to Annapolis Mosaics. Our program spotlights people in the community who are involved in activities designed to promote good human relations. I am Michael Keller, the chair of the Annapolis Human Relations Commission and your host. The commission is a city board that seeks to promote equal opportunity and to eliminate discrimination. My guests today are Angela Wilson and Nicole Gould from the Angel Wing Project. Nicole and Angela, welcome to Annapolis Mosaics.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, what is the Angel Wing Project and what do you seek to do?
The Angel Wing Project is a nonprofit 501c3 performing arts organization. And we seek to uplift people through the performing arts, specifically through offering opportunities to learn about the performing arts and to come and see live performances. Mm-hmm. And so we try to promote positive messages, things that could promote unity through our performances. And so we've been able to do that now for the last 3 years.
Okay. All right, so you've been in operation then for 3 years then. Well, how did it get started? I mean, what was the impetus for its creation 3 years ago?
Well, I have been involved in the arts for most of my life. Mm-hmm. And I was doing drama ministry at my church. And I actually went to a conference in 2014, and I was just inspired by the people's stories of living their purpose and things like that. And I knew that I wanted to do more than just my professional career. Mm-hmm. And you just come to a point sometimes where you ask yourself, how am I helping? How am I really doing something? And this is something I know how to do, sort of. And so I wanted to go ahead and give it a try, and it's been going very well.
Yeah, I love live theater. I see probably over 40 plays a year in various things. A lot of them within the city of Annapolis, but I also do it elsewhere in the broader Washington, Baltimore area, and even go to Canada. There. So it's a great source of enjoyment for me. So I thought I'd just share that. You've got a big fan in terms of the whole thing with live theater. Mm-hmm. Well, the Angel Wing Project has several core values. Mm-hmm. And what I'd like to do is to basically mention each one and then have you elaborate on what it means as it relates to the focus of your organization.
Sure.
The first is service. How does service fit in to the work of the Angel Wing Project?
And I'll let Nicole address that.
Well, I can step in and say something about that.
Okay, good.
Not only do we focus on performing arts, but we do believe in serving others. Uh-huh. It serves as a vehicle for those who may not have the opportunity to express themselves through the artistic or the performing arts. It gives them the opportunity to do that. Not only do we do performing arts, we also like to service the community. We found it as a way of being able to partner with other people, with other communities or other nonprofit organizations in order to give back. We do believe that giving back to others is definitely one of our core values. We don't want to just always take in. We want to be able to serve others depending on what the needs are for the community. Mm-hmm.
Yes, and so we've as one of our values, what we do is we partner with other organizations that are providing services for people. Mm-hmm. And so we partner with other organizations like that. And how can we help? How can we help this community? How can we be a light in our community? How can we just make it a better place? Mm-hmm. You know.
And I can share one of the examples of we actually partner with the Arundel House of Hope, and they serve as a resource. We have thus far volunteered for the Sarah House of Hope, where we've actually put together, or we were able to donate certain items to that facility to help those women who are trying to get back on their feet, as well as during the Thanksgiving holiday of last year, 2017, we served at the United Methodist Church of Eastport, because we understand that there are people that are less fortunate than we are, and we were able to provide a meal for them, a full Thanksgiving meal to give back to that community for those men who may not have what we have.
Yeah. Well, I would just mention that I'm a member of Eastport United Methodist Church.
Awesome.
I wouldn't promote it on the air, but since you mentioned it, that gave me the say that. And thank you for mentioning
And I
that.
think it was actually for their winter relief program that they usually have the men to come and stay at the church for the week, and they provide various resources for them. So it was definitely a blessing to us to be able to serve in that capacity.
Yeah, we our church has it during the Thanksgiving week, and we do it at that time because where the men stay for the rest of the year, for most of the rest of the year, we have a nursery school that meets there that occupy everything. So we pick the Thanksgiving week when the school doesn't meet to have that. But let's talk about some of the other core values that you seek to work on, and one of them is training.
So we do training and education primarily for youth. So we've had youth workshops where they learned about just theater, the background of theater. It's called Welcome to the Stage was our first one. Our second one that we did was monologues and improvisation, where we taught them how to think on their feet and come up with topics and ways to express themselves. So we've done that as well. We're getting ready to partner with a city school to do a 10-minute playwriting festival. So that's really exciting for us. And then we've turned one of our productions into what we call ACT lessons, action and character theater, because it's based on real events, it's historical, and it's something, the values and the lessons that are in it is something that they can apply to themselves. So we actually performed for high school juniors and seniors last month to try out our ACT lessons. So we're really trying to teach through our performances as well.
Well, how about one other? I'll take another core value is charitable giving. How does that fit in with your organization?
So it's kind of in line with service as well. So for instance, when we did Sarah's house, it was a drive. So we were able to collect items and then go and give them to these people who were in need. So service and charitable giving goes along, hand in hand, but just to make sure that we're always doing something that is giving to those who are less fortunate, who don't maybe even have access to some of the artistic things that we do.
And I agree with that. Not only have we gave to Sarah's house, we're also, for 2018, in December, we know that Christmas is coming. We're planning, even though it's in the city, we are planning to support My Sister's Place, which is a facility for homeless and impoverished women. That facility or that resource provide assistance for those who may need health awareness. They may also need food, so we'll be able to provide food during that time. We're actually going to provide breakfast for them in the month of December on a Saturday, rather, I'll say it that way, on a Saturday to serve. So as Angela stated before, charitable giving and service, they do work hand in hand, because we do believe in giving back to those who are in need.
And I think we're going to be providing gloves and hats and mittens and things for the children.
And a final core value that you have is diversity. How does that fit in?
So all of our productions are based on true events. Some of them are historical, but what we show in all of our production is the coming together of various people with various backgrounds, perspectives, and beliefs, because we want to show that to solve problems in our community and our society. It's not just going to be one group. It's going to be various groups, various backgrounds coming together to make a diverse, solution to, so you can address everybody and be inclusive. So our plays, we have people from all types of backgrounds in our productions.
Yeah, you mentioned that you have a variety of different kinds of programs, shows, and events that you put on. What kinds of items do you offer? In other words, what kinds of programs, shows, and events do you offer? You said plays. Are there other kinds of things that you do?
We do plays, programs, mainly the plays and the workshops. The plays are really our flagship, I guess. That's our main thing that we do. But we've also done like jazz. We've done a jazz event before. We've done a Black History event that showcased various talent, and it could have been singing. We had singing, we had spoken word, monologues, so a variety of things. So we've done some things outside of the theatrical sense, but still performing.
Let's talk about a few of the shows that you have put on and give our viewers sort of a flavor of the types of things that you focus on, and just to give them a feel for the particular plays or shows that you present. I'm going to just talk about them. I'm going to let you just going to mention them, and I'm going to let you react to them and inform us. One is Tears of the Soul. Okay, tell us about Tears of the Soul.
Do you want to talk about it?
You remember, I like that stuff. I see all these shows all the time, so I like this.
Well, I'll give my, opinion and thought about the show. Tears of the Soul really serves as an avenue. It's about historical events, true historical events that took place in 1968. It focused really on the sanitation workers. Most of us know more about
Memphis.
In Memphis, that know about Martin Luther King. However, this story is really about the sanitation workers, and it also talks about a family who are dealing with various struggles during this time. It's at a height where Vietnam War, the closing of the Vietnam War, the part where people were dealing with, or African Americans were dealing with, the struggle of empowerment, dealing with racism. So it talks about or dealt with a lot of issues or social issues and historical issues that took place during the 1968. It also talks about or dealt with family being able to, as Angela stated previously, about family values, family core values, being able to stick together, being able to accept each other's perspectives, even though we are different. So it really dealt with a lot of that information as well.
So, and it's an original play. So we do original plays, and we've also done plays, more well-known plays. So Tears of the Soul is an original play. I'm also a playwright.
Okay.
And it's been very, very well received. It was based on, like she said, the sanitation worker strike and what this family was going through. We were also able to have a resource who's an original sanitation worker, and his name is Cleopas Smith. He actually came to the performance that we did, but we were able to talk to him prior to the cast members, and we were able to talk to him to just really get real authentic feelings about what that was like. He marched with Dr. Martin Luther King, and he was there during the strike and all the marches. And so he really helped us to really make it, I thought, more realistic. So he was able to come and be a part of it with us. So that was really, really special for us. He's actually still a sanitation worker after 51 years. He still drives a truck. So there's 28 remaining sanitation workers from that time, and so he's one of them that travels and talks to people about it. So that was neat.
Awesome.
Yes.
Well, I'm going to pick another since this is so
Okay.
interesting. I'm going to keep on going through your show listing. It's fascinating. And the next one is Remember Yesterday.
Okay. Remember Yesterday was our Black History program,
Okay.
and we focused on the Harlem Renaissance. So we focused on Langston Hughes, Ethel Waters, or some of the other ones. Ethel Waters. We had who did I play? I was Billie Holiday.
Billie Holiday.
So we had music of the time, poetry, dance, and we did that last February. It was really, really nice. And normally, I mean, we have tickets. We sell tickets to the shows, but I think that was a very low-cost ticket because we really want people to come and learn.
Well, here's another one.
Okay.
Boarding Time.
Boarding Time.
Go ahead, I'll let you start. Then I'll chime in.
So Boarding Time is another original play that is about the Underground Railroad.
Okay.
It's about a family because we focus again on teaching family values about a family living during that time. They had a real tragedy occur where a child, families were separated a lot. So we showed that actually happening on the stage. So that was very powerful, very emotional. But we also showed how the family was able to escape. So we had a whole escape scene and everything. So that was really, and we always try to show hope in everything that we do. How hope.
Carriage. So it really depicted carriage because whereas before during that time people were afraid to make a stance or to make a change because they didn't know what was going to happen to them. So not only did it show hope, it showed carriage, it showed love, as well as support for the family in order to be able to accomplish whatever that task was in the play. So it was a very, very, I will say, a very emotional play, but it also demonstrated that, when you work together, when you have the courageous ideas to do something, anything is possible. And that's what the play basically depicted, even though it was a struggle, but it was hope. It showed a lot of hope.
Right. And we had Quaker couple, that were helping them escape, again, showing different
Diversity.
people coming together
Yes.
to help make these things happen.
One final one, which I'll mention, is Having Our Say. Tell us about that
if
one.
you're familiar with the Delaney sisters, were, when they were living to actually tell their story, they were 103 and 105 years old. These are two sisters, two real life people that their story was told at first through a reporter, then it turned into a book, then there was a TV movie, it was a Broadway show, and basically these two sisters talked about their entire life, which encompassed various eras. So they talked about living through even the Harlem Renaissance, living through civil rights movement and all of that. And one of the things they said, and I don't think they lived long enough, but one of the things they said, one of the lines in the play is, "There'll never be a black president." And one of them said, "There could be a black president, but I think it'll be a woman president first." But it showed their struggles and how they were helped all throughout the years. It's just it's just two women in it, and they're in their living room, and they're inviting us to come and have a meal with them. And so they're preparing a meal, and we had two women that were just outstanding. So we want to, some of these we're going to do again at some point.
Right.
So, but it was a great play as well.
Well, I'm sure some of our viewers right now are asking themselves, they're going to be saying, Well, these are great productions. Where and when does the Angel Wing Project hold its performances at the present time?
So we currently have residency with the Chesapeake Arts Theater on Hammond's Lane.
Yep.
So most of our productions, or pretty much all of our productions, have been held there at that facility. We've always used Studio 194, which is a smaller theater, but with Tears of the Soul, because it came back as a demand because of the success from us putting on that production in April. We actually did it in October. We did it in the larger box theater, and it was such a success at that time.
So that, yes, that was, we did an encore performance of that, and we still are planning to continue to do that one. It's been very well received, but we, very fortunate, again, partnerships. Belinda Fraley-Huseman, who's the executive director over at the Chesapeake Arts Center, is wonderful. Her whole team is wonderful. We love partnering with them and doing our shows there. So that's our home. So you can go to our website, or you can go to their website to find out what we're doing.
Does the Angel Wing Project make use of volunteers, and if so, in what way and what capacities?
Well, we do on our actual website. We do have a volunteer link. So anyone who is interested, they can go to our website. We always need people to participate with us or to volunteer when we have shows or productions, to either serve in various capacities that we may need them. It could be an usher. It could be working with the backstage crew, because as we stated before, we believe in training people and educating them about performing arts. So we have a list of things that they could actually volunteer for. I want to say it's at least 40 things that they could actually volunteer for. On our website under that particular link.
And we're also, we do have some that are doing some administrative work for us, but we're also looking at establishing an internship so that it's more longer term, so people can really get involved and really get their hands dirty, so to speak, and from conception to completion of a production. And we're really going to be looking for volunteers to help us with our youth playwright festival, to really help them, because there's going to be 6 10-minute plays performed, and they all have to be produced. So we're going to be looking for help with that.
Well, you've got something called Circle of Angels. What's that all about? What's that?
So that's how you can get involved and support us financially.
Okay.
And we have different levels of giving with the Circle of Angels, from $25 all the way up to $1,000 if you're a business or a corporation. And by being involved with that, helping us do that, that provides people with different benefits, such as free tickets or VIP events and things of that nature. So that's a real easy way to get involved and support us.
The Angel Wing Project, as you've mentioned earlier, has a number of sponsors, partners, and affiliates, and you've mentioned a few of those. Are there other organizations or individuals that you just happen to not mention up to now that you would like to make note of, since having these affiliates and partners and sponsors are obviously a very important part of your work, and especially in terms of getting public recognition or fundraising and the like. So, as well as serving as compatriots in the various charitable efforts that you're involved in.
One of the main ones that I really want to mention is the Arts Council of Anne Arundel County.
Okay.
They have been very supportive since we started. So I want to give a shout out to them.
Okay. All right.
Because they're wonderful to work with as well. Like we said, the Chesapeake Arts Center. Yeah. We've been sponsored by Heaven 600 Radio, iHeartMedia partner with their iHeartMedia partner. Our February upcoming Black History program, we're partnering with the Chesapeake a children's museum under a grant from the National Endowment for the Arts. So they'll be supporting us in putting that program together. So that's all I can think of off the top of my head right now.
And we're constantly looking, constantly building relationships with others as we connect with those organizations that we just spoke of, so that we can continue to grow and partner with other people that we may not yet have been affiliated with.
What aspect of the Angel Wing Project are you most proud of?
When I started this, I didn't necessarily know what I was doing. You know, I just, okay, how do you do a 501c3? How do you do this? Who's going to partner with us? Where do I get funding? So just the fact that we're still here, we're still growing, we're still meeting people, but I'm really, really proud of our performances. I like to say that we're community theater, but we have a professional theater feel. So when you come to see a performance, you're not going to just feel like I'm in a small little community theater, but you're going to feel like you're seeing something that you could go to DC or you could go to New York and see. So we're really proud of our productions.
What would you say, Nicole?
I would actually say I'm actually proud of our director because I've been knowing Angela for a little over 7 years through my home church, Shiloh Christian Community Church. And to see her take on this, I don't want to say it's a task, but her passion to be able to run with it, to step out on faith, because we are Christians, I have to say that as well, to step out on faith and to pursue what her desires are has been really a joy to be able to work with her and to see her to see it to come to fruition. Her not knowing what was to come or what to expect, to be able to see it at this level. Most of the feedback that we have actually received from every person pretty much that have come to our performance have said that the performances have been very professional and very successful. So for me, the joy to see her in this light and to be able to work with her and to partner with her has been a joy for me as well.
And I'm sure that our viewers are right now thinking about, boy, I'd like to learn more about the Angel Wing Project. So how can they get in contact with you? What's your website? Is there an email address or a telephone number they can call?
All of the above.
Okay, well, tell us about it.
We'll start with the website, and it's just www.theangelwingproject.org. And Angel Wing, like one word. If you want to email us, you can email us at angelwingproject07@gmail.com. And if you want to call us, you can call us at 443-433-6250.
Thank you for viewing our program today, and please join us again on Annapolis Mosaics. If you would like to have more information about the Annapolis Human Relations Commission, jot down the information on your screen. You can reach us at 410-263-7998 or by email at hrcommission@annapolis.org. Or you can check out our page at the City of Annapolis website. Go to www.annapolis.gov, click on the city government icon, then the boards and commissions icon, and scroll down to the Human Relations Commission page. And always remember the words of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., who said, "We have flown the air like birds and swum the seas like fishes, but have yet to learn the simple act of walking the earth as brothers and sisters."